Sandy Steinman here, President of Background Checks Express, your one-stop source for accurate, accessible, and affordable background checking. Last week we talked about the 11 background checking tools that every employer should know about. If you haven't seen that, take a look at it. I plan to start examining each of those tools with you, but as I say today, we have breaking news. So today we're going to look at the latest bad news for an employer that has been accused of violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act in their background checking. I do try to keep you up to speed with these cases because they're all over the place, and if you're not careful, they will affect you. Publix Supermarket, a truly outstanding company that is always rated one of the top 500 companies in the country to work for, has offered to settle a class action lawsuit for FCRA violations. Let's look at what's caused them this problem. It was alleged that Publix inserted a liability waiver for themselves in their application. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is clear in its requirement that before any pre-employment background checking can be performed, a disclosure and release form must be signed by the applicant, and the disclosure and release form cannot contain any extraneous language such as a release of liability. Publix, of course, has denied any wrongdoing, but they have made an offer to settle the case. And maybe it's a case of where there's smoke, there's fire. Whatever the situation is, there is a financial loss to Publix. Just the legal fees and the loss of valuable management time is extremely costly. We've talked about this type of thing before. We just see lawsuit after lawsuit filed against employers who generally lose those cases, and in each of those cases the company has made a conscious decision to insert language into the disclosure form that is clearly illegal. You can't do it. Don't do it. So here again, if you're an employer, please partner with a competent background checking firm like Background Checks Express and listen to their advice. It's what you're paying for. We give our clients the required forms to use, and you know what? We insist that they use them. In other words, we refuse to let our clients become a defendant. If you're an employer, I hope you'll follow this series of videos, because what you learned here really could keep you out of court. And that's our mission. If you have any question about background checking or the Fair Credit Reporting Act in general, or want to learn how we can ensure that your background checking is FCRA compliant, or want to learn how you can avoid those negligent hiring lawsuits that employers lose 79% of the time at an average cost of over $1 million, just call me. 844-SCREEN-NOW. That's 844-727-3366. In the meanwhile, be safe, hire safe, and I'll see you in the next video.